This really is a moment of history, actually, in and of itself, Cameron, isn't it?
It certainly is. Remembrance Sunday was what the Queen considers as one of the most important events in the royal calendar. And, of course, it is now King Charles, for the first time, who will be leading the nation as monarch, as we remember those who have fallen in the First and Second World Wars and all of the conflicts since. But, of course, this year is going to be particularly poignant because we are going to be remembering Her Majesty the Queen for the first time. Of course, she was patron of the Royal British Legion for 70 years and the longest-serving Commander-in-Chief of the British Armed Forces, so it's going to be quite a moment.
So at the Royal Albert Hall last night, they made a very big tribute to her, didn't they? But they lit up the centre of the hall, didn't they, at one point with her photograph, with her picture. And there were many tributes to her. It was all about her last night, as well as, obviously, the veterans.
It was, of course. I think it's probably going to be one of the last times we see her cipher played out in quite so big detail. There was lots of archive footage that was played of Her Majesty the Queen, and in fact, one clip, the Queen was heard saying that speaking of her tremendous contribution to the armed forces have made to Britain's standing and reputation overseas. And, of course, all her family were there as well. The King, Queen Consorts, Prince and Princess of Wales, Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, the list goes on, all watching those images, those archive images of Her Majesty the Queen. And it was very much, that was the theme, I think, last night.
But this is, which is what makes it interesting today, because this, as if they needed any reminding, and I don't think they do. However, for the members of the armed forces and the veterans, this cements the commitment of the monarch, doesn't it? Our new monarch to the armed forces.
It certainly does. He is now the Commander-in-Chief of all of the armed forces. They all swear allegiance to him in the armed forces, and it's a way, I suppose, of bringing the whole nation together, of remembering those who keep us safe, who protect our freedoms throughout the world.